Hello. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? Today we're in Wrath. We're doing another build guide today. We're gonna be building Samwise Gamgee, Samwise the Brave, Sam the Man, the myth, the legend, the true hero in Lord of the Rings. Um, I may have goofed a little bit with some tech things. I may have accidentally gone live on the YouTube under the wrong title. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that real quick because that was not supposed to happen. Delete that forever. Uh, but yeah, we are we're here. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. Um, so let's actually just hop into it, huh? Hop right into it. That I was about to go on to unfair, like that actually matters for this. All right, custom character. Custom, where you at, Sammy? I don't have the right I don't have audio going to the right channel. Let's fix that. There we go, right? Yeah, there we go. It's not very loud, but at least it's actually going to the right thing now. Okay, so, couple of things. First off, Sam is obviously a paladin. Obviously a paladin. Now, oh, Divine Guardian might work out real well for him, right? Because Sam's whole thing is protecting Frodo throughout the entirety of the series. All right, so let's take a look at what Divine Guardian actually gets. So what do we lose? We lose Lay on Hands. We lose Aura of Courage. Immune to Fear. Each ally within 10 feet gains a +4 morale bonus on saving throws against fear effects. His ability functions only while the paladin is conscious. Not if she is unconscious. Okay, and what do we get instead? Divine Guardian can intercept attacks directed at the target of her Divine Trough as if she had the bodyguard and in harm's way feats. And use an attack of opportunity to provide her ally with a +4 bonus to AC in harm's way, and Divine Guardian can intercept a successful attack against the target ability once per round, taking full damage from that attack and any associated effects. Oh, interesting. Okay. I actually really like this for Sam. Guarding Hands. Paladin can heal wounds. How is this any different? Wait, how is this any different than normal Lay on Hands? Only creature for the day. The creature gains benefits while remaining adjacent to the Divine Guardian. When a target of the Divine Guardian's Divine Trough ability is attacked, if that target is within her melee reach, she may use an attack verb to reduce. Divine Guardian can intercept attack its target. Take full damage from that attack and any associated effect. I'm incredibly confused as to what exactly the difference is between this and just normal Lay on Hands. It seems to just be the name, at which point I'm confused why they bothered to replace it with this. So you get Divine Guardian bonus feats, so obviously they are all defensive. So the difficult thing here is Sam never uses a shield. So we're going to be going for a shield-based paladin. Or like a defensive-based paladin without ever using a shield. So we get 3 bonus feats. Bunch of mercies. We do still get the divine bond. I'm unsure. Obviously he is a halfling. No. He's just a basic halfling. I don't think... Did I go for hasty on Pippin? I could definitely see Pippin being hasty, but I think all of the other 3 halflings are all just going to be basic halflings. Like, Mary is a basic halfling, Frodo is definitely a basic halfling, and Sam is also a basic halfling. Well, hello, kid. Hi, baby. I would say that what's his name? Pippin is hasty, for sure, but I think all the other 3 are all, just... Wow, my brain just died. Just basic halflings. So I'm a little bit... I kind of wish that there was a gardener craftsman, right? That would have been really nice as a background. That would have been perfect for Sam. We're getting a little bit of kitty cuddle time today, which is always... Well, unless I'm in a speedrun. It's always welcome. I'd love to see some kitty cuddle time. Alright, so what is his background? There is a farm... Wait, is there? Oh, there's farmhand. That's probably the closest. That's true. So we'll go... We will... Let me look down the regional. I don't think that there's anything in regional. Yeah, I think that might be the closest, actually. Yeah, we'll go with farmhand. I think that's fine. Hmm. I don't think that we ever have anything below 10 for him. I think the minimum that we have is a 10. Um Charisma isn't quite as busted for him as it is for others, right? I mean, you do still get your charisma to all saving throws. We do also get Smite Evil still. Yeah, I guess it is actually still pretty busted, huh? He is a very good climber throughout the movies. He is quite dexterous, so I think at least a 14 in dex is pretty mandatory here. Hmm. Do we like go all in on Constitution? Because this guy goes through a lot, and he just keeps on trucking. So I feel like he would have to have a pretty damn good Constitution mod. Do we go all the way up to 18 Charisma? And then maybe a 15 Dex? Is this what we look like? Is this how we look with Sam? Hmm. Like, he has to have a ridiculous charisma. Because, like, just think, basically especially in the first two movies, the first two movies both basically end with a Sam motivational speech to Frodo. Right? Like, especially Two Towers, right? Like, the speech that Sam gives when they're in Osgiliath, when Frodo's like, fuck it, I give up, kind of. Um, like, Sam has to have a really high charisma for that kind of stuff. He goes through a fucking lot. He just takes a beating throughout these movies, and he just keeps going. Um, so his constitution has to be pretty damn high as well. Um, he's he so like he never wears any armor, and he's just like really good at dodging enemy attacks. Right? He just never takes a hit, really. So well, I mean, like he takes a couple of swipes from Sheila, but that is also, you know, a legendary fucking creature. Um, like, so I'm okay with like him not being able to entirely dodge all of her attacks, but like I don't think he ever gets hit by any Orc or Urukai in the entire series. I'm trying to think of a time where that happens, and I can't think of one. So I feel like having a decently high dex is also fine. And we could go for weapon finesse, which I think is also fine for him. Because he's never really like a strength character, right? He's he's not like power swinging into people or anything like that. He's, you know, he's he's sticking them where it hurts instead of just cleaving through their armor, kind of thing, right? So I think Dex, a high Dex, a high con, and a really high charisma. I think that fits Sam to a T. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. And like I said, I think having nothing below a 10, because I would say that he's strong for a Hobbit, but I wouldn't say that he's stronger than an average person, right? And that's kind of where I think 10 is. I think 10 is like an average strength for a human. Um, so which is why the halfling gets a -2, because they would on average be weaker than a person. So I would say that it's okay for him to be as strong as an average human, but I would not put him any stronger than that. So athletics has to be really, really high. Because although we're going to be going more into dex than strength, A, it's not a class skill, and B, well, let's see. Oh man, I'm having a bit of a brain fart. Does Sam jump the gap in Khazad-dûm by himself, or does he need help? I'm kind of. Oh, he's only got 2 points. Oh shit. Should be dropping no eaves. I ain't been dropping no eaves. That's such a funny line. He gets thrown by Aragorn. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, because I was like, all right, I know Merry and Pippin get carried over by. Oh yeah, because then Aragorn goes to toss Gimli, and that's where nobody tosses a dwarf. Yeah, okay, yep. I remember now. Yeah, because I was like, I remembered for sure that Merry and Pippin got carried over as Boromir jumps. Like he carried them with him, which, holy shit, is that a feat of strength? Man jumped a gap with like an extra 100+ pounds of flailing creature attached to him, and he just does it. He needs UMD. I think, well, like, because he needs to have a really high persuasion. He's using a magic device right in your portrait. But here's the question. Is this a... Because that thing seems to be just on once it was activated by Frodo. Right? Because Frodo says some words. I don't remember exactly what he says, but he says something. And then, is that my boy Sam? It sure as fuck is, Foxcat. How you doing? So Frodo says some magic words or whatever, and then does it get turned off? I'm trying to remember that scene a little bit better. This is one of the reasons that I'm wanting to rewatch the movies over the next week or so. Like we did Fellowship last week. I might do Two Towers, and I might just do a full marathon and just do Two Towers and Return of the King tomorrow night on the Discord if y'all want to join in. We might just do both of them tomorrow night, actually. Um, because yeah, as much as I love these scenes, I can't really remember them in detail. Love my boy. Hell yeah, Sam's like one of the top characters in the series, honestly. Which is not an easy feat to accomplish because there's so many good characters in these fucking movies. Um, you can't beat out my boy Pippin. Was that water supposed to be? Oh god, that's another thing. I can't remember exactly what Galadriel will not explain, like describes it as. Shines like a modern lantern. What she call it, like the water of the Elendil or something like that? But then she says it's taken from our most precious star. I don't know. It's magic, all right? That's all we gotta look at. It's magic. It's some kind of magic substance. Um hmm. Man, how do we Sam gonna get real smacky? Oh, he's gonna be a decent fighter. But he's gonna be going strength based instead of or I'm sorry, dex based instead of strength. How do we make it so that he has all of the skills that he needs? Because he needs persuasion. He needs persuasion. Do we drop? Do we do this? And then we have these, and then we have lore nature as the one that gets the half point. So it's athletics and persuasion get full points, and then lore nature gets half. Dex base with 13. I know, that's what's hurting me right now. Maybe we drop con instead. If we do this, we can get them up to 13. Which that actually, getting up to 13 intelligence, that gets him access to, oh god, was it combat expertise? Which allows him to get an extra boost to his AC. Which might help quite a bit. Not wear armor. The other hobbits do, but he never uses armor except in one scene when they discuss. Yeah, I'm not gonna have him wearing armor because he never fights in the orc armor, so it's more just a disguise. It's not really armor. He could also get trip. Yeah. Does he really trip anybody though? Ever? He usually just stabs them. Like trip would be good. It would be mechanically good, but all right, let's take a look at these. If you get, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Do you just get weapon finesse? Get those combat maneuvers, yeah. Okay, what would there actually be any combat maneuvers that Sam would get? Should only ever wear mithril chain shirts. That's actually not a bad idea. Does he ever punch anything? I mean, he threatens to punch Aragorn. Whenever Aragorn grabs Frodo in the prancing pony, Sam runs into the fucking room without a weapon. He's just got his fists up. He's about to punch Aragorn when he's got a fucking sword in his face. He does smack orcs with a frying pan at one point. This is true. In Moria, he does do that. Is there like a improvised weapon thing? Oh, fucking hell. No. So he could also use a club. Halflings could hide just by standing still. Interesting. Hey, buddy. Ooh, wait, what's this? Cautious fighter. Oh. Then also combat expertise. Never played like, oh, since I played like one basic D&D game. Fair enough. Yeah, I have played like 2 sessions of 5e, and that's all of the actual D&D that I've ever played in my life. Ow. Ow. I think we take weapon finesse, and he's definitely gonna go short sword. Um, what the hell are you? Wait, why is this available for a... Why is this available for a paladin? What? Because, like, you look at this, lawful, neutral, lawful, evil, neutral, evil. And, like, apparently my current value is neutral. But, like, excuse me, guys, I feel like something's wrong here. Let's Proto through a rocket something. They're still patching the... Yeah. It was also based on Frodo and D&D. Oh, really? That's funny. Hmm. Owlcat, fix your game. Game breaking bug, 0 out of 10. Uninstall, leave a bad review on Steam. I have almost 900 hours in this game, but they had one thing that I disagreed with, therefore 0 stars. I don't think Saren Ray works really good for him. Shellen either. This also doesn't make sense. No, Irory doesn't make any sense. Although, okay, actually, no. Sam does actually beat the ever-living fuck out of Gollum multiple times. He does actually just fucking punch the shit out of Gollum on multiple occasions. Break your game later on if they patch that? Probably. Probably. Yeah, he's not a huge fan of Gollum. Iomedae. Maybe. Maybe. Even though I'm going to be having him use short swords, not long swords. Maybe. What are you doing? What are you doing? They're acting all sus over there. Oh, she's fine. Give them the grappler combat maneuver. Is that even a thing? Is that even a thing? I like never grab combat maneuvers in these games because he does grapple with them multiple times. This is true. We're gonna go. I think we go Iomedae. Because, like, right? Espouse the ideas of honor and righteousness in the defense of good in the battle against evil. I think that this makes the most sense for him. This doesn't make any sense. Obviously, this is wrong. Aristil, he's not a hunter, so that doesn't make any sense. He does fight, but he's not like, ah, yes, I shall be a monkman, and I will, you know, my body is my temple kind of thing. That's not really him. Saren Ray, he's not exactly the most forgiving of hobbits. Like, let's be entirely honest here. He's kind of like, Frodo is constantly trying to redeem Gollum because he needs to believe that Gollum can be redeemed because he kind of sees himself in him. Sam's usually like, nah, he's evil, let's kill him. Nah, he's evil? Can we kill him? Can we do it now? Like, he just said that he's planning to kill us. Can we stab him in the throat? Like, Sam is not the most forgiving of hobbits, which is, you know, fair enough. He heard the little gremlin creature literally say, we're going to kill them both. So, I can see that. Goddess of beauty, promotes the creation of art, the composing and performance of music. That doesn't really fit him at all, really, either. right? Like the one time that he does something like artistic is in Lothlorien when he tries to make up the it's just a prank, bro. Yeah, right. Um where he tries to make up the stand the stanza? Is that the right word? Uh Tries to add on to the lyrics of the elf song. And even he's like, nah, that's not really that great. I mean, it's good. Like the lyric the lines that he comes up with aren't bad, but that's pretty much the only time that he ever does something like that. So Shellen doesn't make sense, and he's not a smith. So Torag is obviously not there. So I think Iomade makes the most sense for him. Obviously we have to be lawful good because we are a. Not gonna worry about that. Hi again. Welcome back. Obviously, he is Samwise the Brave. Hi. Why do I keep making these guys in the normal game instead of in Inevitable Access where they just start at level 20? Why do I keep doing this? I keep doing this. I don't know why. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, shut up. Grit your teeth in silence. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, shut up. I'm Samwise the Brave. Yeah. Yep. Can I go? Alright, bye. Thank you. Not gonna go Brave voice? I don't know. Probably should have, but too late now. Hi. Claws. All right. I think okay, so here's another question. Is there literally any reason to multi-class this character at all? I don't think that there is. I got you. I say no. Yeah, I'm kind of for fun. Gotta be accurate though. Yeah, I think that there's literally no reason. Yeah. No, we're not doing it. Okay, so like I said, persuasion and athletics are going to be the full points, and then lore nature is the half point for his gardening. All right, so do we hop directly into defensive feats? Do we hop immediately into defensive feats like cautious fighter, combat expertise, dodge? Do we start grabbing those? Or we get dodge here, get toughness. What do we grab here? Dodge, toughness, and what? What's our last one? Combat reflexes? Maybe? Die Hard? No. I mentioned this either last week or the week before. Die Hard is the one feat that I refuse to pick, even if it makes sense and fits thematically. I will never have Die Hard on any character that I build. I hate that feat more than any other feat in these fucking games. Shown the ring has little effect on him. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. A lot of people say that the ring does not affect Sam at all. But he does hesitate to give it back to Frodo in Return of the King. Now, I do agree with, because like a lot of people's takes that I've seen are he just doesn't want to give it back because he's seen how much it's hurting Frodo. But I think that that's only part of it. I think that there is the, but I do kind of want to keep it aspect. I think there is a little bit of that too. I think it's a little bit of a mix of both. So I don't think that the ring doesn't affect him at all. I think that it has very little effect on him. Especially compared to what we see it do to everybody else around, right? Like basically Sam has to go through all 3 movies to get to the point that Aragorn was at the end of Fellowship of the Ring, right? Where the temptation is there, but he overcomes it in fairly quick in a fairly quick way. So I do think that he has a really high will save, but I think that what is this? Divine Guardian? Divine Grace. I think that this kind of already fulfills that aspect. Because he's already going to have an absolutely massive will save regardless, right? That baby boy. Yeah. And we are going to be fighting defensively basically throughout the entire game with him. So I think grabbing Cautious Fighter and combat expertise and all that stuff. I think that that makes sense. All right. Yeah, we're going to do Cautious Fighter here, I think. I think Fatigued actually makes sense for his, Hmm. I wouldn't say Sickened makes sense for his mercies, basically at all. Even though Sickened is probably one of the things that is going to be the roughest at the beginning of the game, right? Because there's a lot of dretches, and they love throwing out those stinking clouds. But if we're going for accuracy to the movies, he never really tries to heal anybody from being like nauseous or sick or anything like that. He stays by Frodo after he gets stabbed by the Morgul blade. That's true, but he doesn't really do that much to help heal, right? He's just there as like, I'm not leaving his side kind of. However, he does on multiple occasions maybe shaken. Maybe shaken. Hmm. Because we've already talked about the multiple motivational speeches that he makes throughout the movies that help build that stuff up. Or help build people back up, because Frodo gets to a couple of pretty deep low points, right? But is that shaken? I mean, You could also argue that he, like, almost for the exact same reason, for fatigue, right? Because, you know, that kind of despair will, like, drag you down and just, like, exhaust you. So, like, fatigue and exhaustion would make sense for him as well. Why is it that level 1 and, like, the early levels are so much harder to make these decisions? And then the later levels, they go super fast. Like, this happens with every single one of these builds. Like, a lot of the builds, we get through level 1 at, like, the hour mark. And then the other 19 to 39 levels we can get through pretty quickly. Sorry, we're just doing some kitty cuddles. We're just doing some kitty cuddles. All right. I do think that I think we go. I think we take them both, right? How many mercies do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, actually, this is what we can do. Let's just figure out what mercies we get. Ow, claws! What mercies do we grab? What are the best mercies for us? Confused is definitely happening, right? Sam is constantly helping Frodo not put on that fucking ring whenever the ring starts overpowering him, right? He starts doing that as early as they are still in the fucking Shire, right? So as soon as we hit level 9, we're picking Mercy Confused. Because while it's not really a confusion effect, it's more of a compulsion effect. We don't really have anything here that's that close. Like, Confused is the closest thing to, like, some kind of compulsion effect that Mercy can deal with. So we're definitely grabbing Mercy Confused as soon as we hit level 9. Dazed, I don't think. Blinded, they never really get blinded. Cursed, he doesn't, he can't remove the curse, right? So as much as I like Mercy Cursed for things like Baleful Polymorph or anything like that, that may eventually land on one of your characters, I don't think that we grab it, simply because if he could remove curses, he could have just, like, basically healed Frodo of the corruption of the ring, and he is unable to do that. So I feel like Cursed is not a good choice for us. Diseased, no. Nauseated, no. Kind of for the same reason that I'm not really into taking Sickened. Might be good, right? Might be really good, especially Diseased. There's a couple of really gnarly diseases in this game, especially early, where you don't have a whole lot of other ways to deal with them. But I don't think that we can take them. I don't think they make any sense in context of the movies. Paralyzed. So, like, I'm kind of looking at Paralyzed and Stunned as to, like, Frodo potentially being, you know, he gets kind of, like, lost in his head. Find plenty of restoration potions anyway. Yeah. Gotcha. You don't need to stab me with your claws. I got you. I'm not gonna let you fall. He is very happy being baby cat today, and I'm kind of here for it. Um, so I think we do fatigue and exhausted. Confused for sure. So that's 3 out of the what, 6? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we have 6. So confused, fatigued, exhausted. Ah! I finally got that fucking gnat that's been flying around in this room for the last 3 days. Oh, that felt good. Nope, scared the cat though. What are you that interested about? There's nothing over there now. There was a dead gnat, but now it's gone. It's gone. Um, okay, so stunned, staggered, and paralyzed. Those are 3 things that I'm kind of looking at, and I'm like, maybe. Right? But I feel like paralyzed is less relevant than staggered or stunned for Sam. Because the only time, so Frodo does get paralyzed in the movies, right? He gets paralyzed by Shelob's sting, but Sam can't do anything about it. In fact, he's so helpless that he thinks that Frodo's dead, and he takes the ring from him at that point. So I feel like paralyzed is not something that we grab, even though being paralyzed in this game really sucks, and it would be nice to have a get out of jail free card with a paralyzed mercy, but it doesn't fit. So paralyzed. Okay, so what do we not get? We don't get diseased. We don't get cursed. We don't get blindfolded. So blindfolded, cursed, diseased, nauseated, paralyzed, poisoned. I think those are definitely no's. As well as sickened. Paralysis is nasty. Yeah, it would be nice if we could grab it, but it just doesn't fit Sam. He just can't do that. So what are the ones that we are looking at? So we have shaken, dazed, frightened, staggered, stunned. Shaken, dazed, frightened, staggered, stunned. So we have 5. So we could choose 3 of those 5. What are the 3 that we pick? Shaken, frightened, staggered, I think, are the 3 that make the most sense. But shaken, frightened, I think shaken and frightened are guaranteed. So it's just the last one. Do we take dazed, staggered, or stunned? Dazed, stagger, or stun? Which do we get rid of? I think stagger or stun is probably what we go with, because daze is kind of similar to confused. The way that I'm thinking about the way that the ring affects Frodo. Right, it kind of dazes him, it kind of puts him into a little bit of a fugue state, and then it kind of starts manipulating his actions to try and get him to put it on his finger. So I think daze kind of just leads into confuse. So I don't think that we deal with this. So I think it's either staggered or stunned. And I think I'm going to go with stunned. So I think that's what we do. I think that's what it is, yeah. So it's going to be fatigue, exhaust, confuse, shaken, frightened, stunned. Those are the 6 mercies that we take. And I think we're going to start with fatigued. Okay. It took us a long time to get there, but we did get there. Now here's the thing. Do we just go all in on charisma? Do we just go all in on charisma? So Sam doesn't really do a lot of 2-weapon fighting. So I don't think that we need to get his dex up very high. His 2-weapon fighting is literally the only thing that I can remember him using 2-weapon fighting in is like the 3 orcs that he kills in Return of the King. on the stairway. He has 2 swords for that. That's the only time that I can think of him using dual wielding like the only time that he dual wields weapons. So I think we don't boost his dex anymore. I think we go all in on charisma. Because this boosts his smite, it boosts his divine grace. It boosts how often he can use his class ability. Yeah, so I think we just boost charisma like crazy. And I think that'll work. Yeah. Deflection bonus equal to charisma mod to AC. Yeah. Attack rolls and adds power. Actually, okay, so that's actually something. I always thought that Smite Evil was you add your charisma bonus to attack and damage. But it's actually better than that. It adds your charisma to attack, but it adds your paladin level to damage. And your paladin level is always going to be higher than your charisma. Well, not always. Like right now, we are matched, right? But once you get to like past this point, your level is going to be higher than your charisma mod most of the time. Did you grab combat expertise? I think that's the next one to get. Could also grab 2-weapon fighting. Because I think we do get 2-weapon fighting. I just don't think we get improved or greater 2-weapon fighting. I think we just get the 1. I think we get the 1 feat to get... Oh, shit. We use the Divine Bond here. That's a question. Do we go Animal Companion or Bond? Because, like, my original plan, my original thought process was... Let's get Bill. Right? The pony? Let's get Bill the pony in here. But the pony's gone before they even get to Moria, and then there's never an animal companion afterwards. So, like, at first I was like, ooh, we could get another animal companion in the party. That's cool. Because right now, literally the only one is Gandalf Shadowfax, right? That's the only animal companion that we have in the party. But I don't think that we can justify having an animal companion when it's, like, not even in half of the first movie, right? Like, Moria is not that far into Fellow. Like, I mean, it's what, like an hour and a half in? Something like that. But, like, the Fellowship isn't even a thing before they lose Bill. So, yeah, no, I think that we don't go. Yeah, we use Divine Weapon Bond. Excuse me. All right. I think we take Shaken at this point. I think we take Shaken there. I think that's fine. I like how my dex... I like how my dex fucking skills are negative, despite the fact that I actually have a pretty decent dex. That scale mail is rough. Okay, what do we grab now? What is this? Dirty trick? Nah. Disarm? Huh. What do we grab here? Doesn't really dispel any or disarm anybody. Doesn't really use any dirty tricks throughout all of his fights. Doesn't faint. Usually just goes in for the kill each time. Yeah, I don't think that we grab any of these. I don't think that we grab any of these. Um. Oh, shit. This is level 7. Okay, so we need to grab our first 2 mythics after this. Maybe weapon focus short sword? Maybe this is when we get weapon focus? I think that's fine. Yeah, I think we're going to do short sword here. Um, and then here's the first. Okay, so this is good. This is the first of the feats that we grab. So we're definitely grabbing dodge first, I think. Although toughness isn't bad here. I think boosting our AC is as good, is the best thing for us right now, I think, though. All right, I'm boosting up charisma more. There's literally... Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? All right, we need our first... Well, at this point, I think... No, we're at level... We're about to get level 9. Uh... I think the force reality works well for him, actually. Because he is able to talk Frodo back from the... Like, he's able to basically overcome the corrupting influence that the ring is having on Frodo multiple times. So I think force reality works really well there. Abundant smite, maybe. Bigger they are. I kind of wish... What would be nice is if this would be relative to your size instead of just a flat based on their size, period. It is also attack rolls with ranged weapons, which I keep forgetting for some reason. But it would be nice, like, if you're a small character and you're going up against, like, a gargantuan, that you get a slightly better bonus than if you're a normal. Um, hmm. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's the reach one. I don't think that this is worth it. Right, especially if we're playing on, like, one of the highest difficulties. The chances that we're going to have somebody who has that little health is going to be very, very low. Right? So, probably not. Maybe we just grab Abundant Smite. Although that's not... Well, that just doesn't do that much for us, does it? At all. You smite evil a number of times per day equal to half your mythic rank. That's just kind of crap, isn't it? Hmm. God, this would be so good on him if we could get him to cast Mage Armor. Ever Ready? That's I'm also thinking of Ever Ready. Yeah, that's definitely on my mind. If is there any way that we can get him to be able to cast Mage Armor? I mean, like we could cheat and take literally a point, a level in Wizard or something, but I don't want to do that. That's a bit ridiculous, I think. Um, yeah, I guess Ever Ready's fine. I don't think so. Yeah. But like, is it it's either scroll I think it's potions actually. If you drink a Mage Armor potion, it activates it. So if we have somebody in the party who's just there making just put him in leather or padded armor, that's true. But leather or padded armor are also just not going to do nearly as much as Mage Armor. Mythic, right? Or Archmage Armor. Um they nerfed the potion exploit. Oh, gross. When did that happen? Well, that kind of kills it because I was like, yeah, if I just have somebody who just makes potions all the time, we can make this work real easy. I think we definitely take Abundant Smite, but I think we take it at like rank 4 or 5. No, I think wait, yeah, I think we take it at 5. That way, we're getting at least 2 more. But yeah, I think Everready's fine. I think that's fine. All right. Dodge Mythic will be good eventually, but is not good right now. Weapon Finesse Mythic. I think that we have to take this. This is a +3 in damage, right? Wasted a mythic ability on my alchemist to take it. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, that actually is like one of the things that really hurts Woljif. In his alchemist is because like I always want to make him a vivisectionist because it's just a better Eldritch Scoundrel, except it doesn't get mage armor. Kind of dumb. I mean, like I didn't know until just now. I didn't know that that was a thing until just now. So do we get Weapon Finesse Mythic? This adds Dex instead of Strength. This allows him to do extra damage. Okay, what kind of well, wearing light armor, you add your mythic rank to the max dex bonus allowed by your armor, and all attacks made against you suffer a 5% mischance. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20%. So you have... This is actually kind of trash, isn't it? This is actually ridiculously bad. Right? Isn't this terrible? Like, at Mythic rank 10, it gives you permanent blur, but blur is not hard to come by. And how high are you? Oh, I mean, like we did get our dex to like what, a 74 or some shit when we went for the max dex build way back when. So I mean, if you go that high, then this is better. But that's well, I mean, that'd be an extra 10 to your AC. But like, unless you're building specifically to max out decks 100%, I feel like this doesn't help that much, right? I feel like this is bad. What is this one? Gain spell resistance equal to our armor's AC. Spell resistance stacks with other sources. Spell resistance stacks with other sources. So this is busted. The other one's trash. This one's great. So I do think I do yeah, I guess we just get that. What is this? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, that's right. Man, this is one of the best. I feel like this is one of the best defensive mythic feats. Because being able to boost your touch AC is like really hard. So just being able to add your shield, because like if you have a +5 shield, even if it's like a heavy shield, I think is a +3. So that's a +8 to your touch AC, which oftentimes is going to more than double your touch AC bonus, right? Because a lot of people's touch AC isn't going to be above like a 20. So it's going to basically double your touch AC bonus. Toughness mythic, trash. I mean, like, the twice as many hit points is... but still bad. I don't like it. I don't like it! Yeah, the big thing is I use shields so rarely that I can't remember what their, like, base AC bonus is. I think it's like 2, 3, and 5? Between light shield, heavy shield, and tower shield. Let's find out. Pathfinder shields. Armor and shields. Medium, heavy, shields. Okay. Yeah, tower shield is 4. Oh, it's 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so it's one less. It's one worse than I thought it was. So if you have a tower shield, that's a +9. If you have a +5 tower shield. But that's if you have a tower shield, which almost nobody uses. If you have a light or medium shield, that would be a +6 or a +7. Or a buckler, also +6. Okay. What do I have selected? Nothing. Right. Weapon finesse mythic. Oh, we gotta cheat. We gotta cheat slightly. Level up. Misclicked. Meant to grab Aeon, not Azada. Say the word. I don't know what word I'm supposed to say. What? Don't say that, Penguin. That scares me. I don't like F's in my chat. Did we just get last stand? Do we just get last stand? Is that what we do here? Do we just get last stand? By the way, hello Vivid. How you doing? Welcome in. Because yeah, I'm trying to think of like what other mythic abilities we could give to him. And outside of Abundant Smite, there's not really any that are really popping in. What are we playing here? We're doing Wrath of the Righteous, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're building Samwise Gamgee from the Lord of the Rings movies. specifically the movies. Because the last time I read the books was roughly a billion years ago, and I don't remember them at all. Um, and yeah, we are basically building each of the Fellowship of the Ring over the course of, well, 9 weeks, because we're doing once one character a week. Jesus. Um, we could do enduring spells, right? Because he's gonna have a lot of self buffs. So we could do enduring and greater enduring spells. Maybe, possibly. Maybe, possibly. Um, and yeah, once we get all of the 9 characters built, we are going to do a playthrough with the full Fellowship of the Ring. We could do these. Because, yeah, there's not really any mythic abilities that fit him thematically. Get the creative juices. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I like trying to make these builds as accurate to the characters in the movies as possible. But as I just said, there's not really anything in the mythic ability section that really fits that well. Um, I mean, he is kind of unstoppable, so we could take this, right? But actually, then again, literally the only one, he's a paladin, so literally the only one that would make any difference is paralyzed become staggered, right? Because we are immune to nauseated and shaken. Or, I'm sorry, I hate, okay, by the way, this is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. I hate how this is worded. Okay, so let's go over this. Let's go over this real quick. Slight tangent, but it's, it's my stream. I can do what I want. Okay, so at any time you would become paralyzed, you become staggered instead. If you would become nauseated, you become sickened. And if you become and you become shaken instead of frightened. So the reason I don't like this is that in these first 2 examples, the thing that is being replaced is first. And then in the last one, it is the second keyword. So if you're going to have a list like this, you should have it consistent all the way down. So if you would become paralyzed, you become staggered. If you would become nauseated, you become sickened. If you would become frightened, you become shaken. Or you could do it the other way around. You become staggered instead of paralyzed. You become sickened instead of nauseated. You become shaken instead of frightened. You want to have it consistent all the way down. You don't want to swap, especially the last one. You don't want to swap the last one, because I was sitting here reading this and I was like, wait, what do you mean if you become shaken, you become frightened instead? That's trash. Because of the pattern. Like, people are designed to recognize patterns. That is how we think. We are designed to recognize patterns. In fact, that's kind of how IQ tests work. IQ tests are basically a way to measure how good you are at pattern recognition. So when you suddenly break that pattern for the final part of your list, it's going to throw people off. It's a very small thing. It's definitely a nitpick, but it's something that gets on my nerves. But yeah, Unstoppable would not be a good choice for Sam, because as a paladin, he's already immune to 90% of those aspects anyway. So I think we are going to take Last Stand. Ooh, here we go. All your allies' attacks have their attack roll increased by 1 + 1 per 2 mythic ranks.
So it'd be a +2 right now. All attacks made by your enemies who fail their saving throws suffer the same penalty. Once activated, this ability lasts until combat ends. At which point, all of the bonuses immediately disappear. Enemies can try to make a will saving throw to resist, receiving a -2 if they have the chaotic alignment, which is basically everybody. Wait. All spells your allies cast have their caster level increased by 1 + 1 per 3 mythic ranks. All spells and spell-like abilities. Once activated, this ability lasts until the combat ends, at which point all the bonuses immediately disappear. Enemies can try to make a will saving throw to resist this effect, receiving a -2 penalty. Okay. Damn. So the reason I was immediately looking at this one after the first one is because while I chose Last Stand, I do think that I am going to take where are you at? Enduring spells and greater enduring spells here. And getting a caster level above 25, I think. I think you need to have a 25 plus extend can get you to a rounds per level getting to 24 hours. I think it's caster level 25. So I was looking at this and I was like, ooh. And then it's like, no. You have to do this while you're in combat. It's like, oh, that's less helpful. Although, if I were to just use those buffs in the first fight that I get in, like pop this, use those buffs, would that be able to do? So, okay, it's 1 + 1 per 3 mythic rank, so that would be a +4. So that would get us to 24. So I would need to have another +1 to my caster level from something else. So I don't think it's worth it. What items in Wrath allow you to boost? Okay, so ways to boost caster level loader. Not, wait, no. School Mastery, Spell Specialization, only one spell. Scimitar of Wind, Potent Magic. Fiery Spellweaver that gives a +1. Ooh. +1 to transmutation spells, but I don't know if these are. Okay, I think that we grab attack. This is the +2 to all of our attacks. It's a -2 to theirs. DC of saving throws against all spells your ally casts is increased by 1. +1 per 3 mythic ranks. DC of saving throws against all spells and spell-like abilities that your enemies cast who fail their saving throws are reduced by the same amount. So right now that would only be a +1 -1. So I think attack is best. I think that's going to be the one that we get the most benefit out of. Damage reduction. Could you go away? Fucking hell. Energy shield. Eh. We could just use, like, granted, this gives it's an all-in-one. It is 50. Actually, that's not bad, right? That's not bad because that's 5 per mythic rank. This is actually one of the few times that this thing will outpace very quickly. Well, okay, so wait. We get to level 9 in what, chapter is it 6? Did you get okay, so 3 is Dresden, which are gonna be like level 9 for usually, give or take. Um Level 4 is the lab. Level 5 is you going into the abyss. Level 6 is talking to Nocticula. Level 7 is leaving the abyss. Level 8 is after you reclaim Dresden again. Level 9 is once you finish your mythic quests or whatever mythic path you take. And then level 10 is at the fucking literal end of the game. I still find it hilarious that there's like 3 fights after you get mythic 10. It's kind of insane, but whatever. So by the time you enter the abyss, you have a 25 to all resistances whenever you use this. But you really only ever run into 2 most often. And a lot of times it's just fire, right? There's a lot. If I'm, am I just misremembering? It's been a long time since I actually played Wrath of the Righteous. We're just gonna go with attack. We're just gonna go with attack. All right, and what do we grab here? We grab Shield of Faith. That's actually really good. Remove Fear is a really good one as well. Cause okay, never mind. Remove Fear is useless, right? Because this is. Well, wait. How far is the range of the aura? Is it also 30 feet? But then again, I guess you could cast this, and then if you accidentally move out of range of one of your people, you're not losing that morale bonus. But I don't think that that's worth a spell slot. But then again, none of these are really that... Well, I mean, True Strike is actually probably pretty good for us, right? So is it just these 3? Because, like, okay, so here's the thing. None of these really fit... Try to build the classes in unique and efficient ways. I'm trying to make them as accurate. So first priority is accuracy to the characters in the movies. That is our top priority. After that, if none of the choices fit with the movies at all, which a lot of these really don't, because there's just not magic in Lord of the Rings. Not real. Like there's some, but you know it's very minimal. At that point, it's basically mechanical efficiency. How good are the spells? How useful are they going to be in this? Because I am also trying to make these relatively not great builds, because they're not going to be, because I am intentionally taking suboptimal choices because of things in the movies. But I am going to be playing through that campaign on the hardest difficulty that I think I can make it through, which I'm going to start on unfair. And I'm just going to see how far I can get in unfair before I start just like getting wiped by literally everything, and then I will take it down step by step. Basically, the plan for that campaign is start on unfair, and then once I start hitting roadblocks that I literally just cannot get around for whatever reason, I take it down to the next difficulty presetting, and then I continue doing that until I beat the game. And I want to see how high a difficulty setting the Fellowship of the Ring can beat the game on. So that's kind of the plan for this whole thing. So I think Remove Fear is bad, so I think we take Divine Favor. Stunning Barrier could be actually, Stunning Barrier is not terrible, actually. right? Okay, so the reason I say that stunning barrier is not terrible is because of the Divine Guardian class that we're using. We can redirect somebody's attack to us. So yeah. Yeah, I think stunning barrier is fine. All right, and we're not going to Mythic 4 yet. I think we go to level 11 before we get Mythic 4. And actually, technically, I should have waited until I got to level 9 before we did Mythic 3, but whatever. It's fine. All right, feat. Interesting that it's suddenly recommending all of these feats to me. I think we do grab 2-weapon fighting at this point. Actually, maybe we hold off on that. Maybe we grab improved critical short sword. Short swords have a pretty good... Okay, so my thought process here for improved critical is A, Sam hits a lot. He hits a lot, and he kills a lot. It's he very rarely misses when he makes a strike. And I think because we're taking all of these like cautious fighter, combat expertise, a lot of these are actually dropping our attack. And the reason that's a big deal is for me wanting to take improved critical is that means that wait, no. Improved critical doesn't mean that you're guaranteed a hit. You're still only guaranteed a hit if you land a nat 20, right? Or are you guaranteed a crit if you hit the crit range of your weapon? Because I was always under the assumption that hitting the crit range of your weapon on your dice roll means that you auto hit and then you just have to confirm the crit by using the second roll. But I've recently been told that you need a nat 20 to auto hit. Does anybody know if that's which of those is the actual case? Because if it's the latter, if it's only nat 20s or auto hits, regardless of your weapon's crit range, then that means that improved critical short sword is actually really bad. Oh, also, actually, improved critical short sword's bad regardless, because we're a paladin. We can get keen on our short swords. Okay, so we're not going to take this. We're not going to take this regardless. Okay, what do we grab instead? 2-weapon fighting is a -2. Piranha strike at this point. Wait, are we full B? Yeah, we're full BAB. So we would be at a -3 plus 6, right? -3 plus 6. But that, let me actually look at this real quick. Let me look at this. I wish it told me what the cost for those bonuses are. Because I know that I think Keen is like a +3 requirement to get it or something like that. And I feel like I would want Holy basically at all times, right? I wish it told me how much it cost to do those things. I think we get 2-weapon fighting at this point. I think that's fine. All right, so yeah. Oh yeah, we just hit level 9, so we're definitely taking confused immediately. Immediately taking confused. All right, so pop these two. Divine Guardian bonus feat. Okay, so here we are taking toughness. It'll make everybody in chat happy. If not everybody, it'll at least make a few select people very happy. How do we take Piranha Strike? Oh, wait. Is Keen only a +2 requirement? Okay, so we're gonna close this out. I'm actually gonna go in here. Abilities. Oh god damn it! This thing is in the way. There we go. Where's Keen at? There. It's only a 1? Really? I thought Keen would be at least a 2. Okay, so what is Holy? Is that a 2? So Holy is a 2. So I would now be able to use both Keen and Holy once I hit level 11. Hi, buddy. Welcome back. So speed is a 3. Is Axiomatic a 2? Yeah. What are our ones? Is it literally just Flaming and Keen and that's it for the one? Really? That's fucking weird. That is so weird to me. Hi, boy. Here's my boy. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played with a paladin. So I kind of forgot how all of their stuff worked, basically. Um. All right. Well, that's good to know. Mythic. Done. Duh. So I think we then grab immediately 2 weapon fighting mythic because this gets us back our -2. So we're back up to basically, well, it undoes the penalty for having 2 weapon fighting. All right, so let's take a look at this. 1 additional attack of opportunity per round. All attacks of opportunity. Bonus to attack and damage rolls equal to +1 per mythic rank. So that would be a +4/+4. That means who can make more than 1 attack of opportunity. Fail their saving throw, lose all their additional attacks of opportunity until the end of combat. All attacks of opportunity your opponents make. The penalty to attack. So yeah, same. Okay. Grant your allies who can make more than 1 attack of opportunity per round 1 additional. Oh, interesting. So you already need some way to trigger extra attacks of opportunity. So either ever ready or combat reflexes, right? I don't really have a way to trigger attacks of opportunity though, so I don't think that this is good for this party, right? Because we don't, like I said, we don't really have a way to trigger attacks of opportunity. We don't have anybody who's really big into tripping or anything like that. So yeah, I feel like that's probably going to be not as good. We already talked about energy shield. How good? So at this point, it would be a 20. I kind of okay. Wait. I can actually look. Yeah, I have the ability to Google protection from energy. I think it's. I can never remember which of these spells. Okay, so it's resist energy. What do you mean page not found? Oh, hey, we got another YouTube sub. Thank you, whoever did that. Resist energy Pathfinder. All right. how does this scale again? 20th at and 30 at 11th. Okay, so that actually does scale quite a bit faster. So we would need to get to level 6 before we start outpacing resist energy in general. What's this? All his allies in 30 foot gain immunity to poison, disease, and confusion. Oh shit. I did not realize that. So mind affecting effects. Oh my god. Imagine if this was actually a thing that Sam had in the movies. He just like negates the rings effect on everybody. Aeon automatically rolls 20 on initiative rolls and saving throws against chaotic creatures. Additionally, his attacks and spells ignore DR, energy resistance, and immunities of chaotic enemies. Oh my god. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A guaranteed nat 20 on initiative rolls is pretty nice. Not gonna lie. So I'm not a huge fan. I mean, like, okay, so the one thing that this has over resist and protect energy, obviously, is that it's all of them. Oh, not damage reduction, sorry. Energy shield. This is all of them, right? So it's all 5 of them in one. Is my chair sinking? Yep, my chair is slowly sinking. It's fine. It's not. It's actually quite frustrating when this happens, but you'll slowly see my head dropping down. You will see more of the AT-AT behind me. Do we just do damage? Get bonus damage rolls equal to 1 + 1 per 2 mythic ranks, so that would be a +3. All damage rolls made by your enemies who fail their saving throw suffer the same penalty. Once activated, this ability lasts till the combat ends. Yeah. Oh, wait. God, go away! And this is simply just +1 per mythic. Okay. I think damage... I think these two, like the ones that are like per 2 mythic ranks or whatever, those are better in the early game because they just I think Divine Favor is probably the best one here. It's a luck bonus, which does kind of fit in with the whole halfling thing. Oh wow, that's like a major difference in my height on my camera here. So all right. This is how tall I am right now. Just like right here. Just keep an eye on the AT-AT. Right where the top of my head is. Which class is he? He is a paladin. And now look. I was down at like the second, like halfway above the, or halfway up the fucking leg. Yeah, he is a Divine Guardian Paladin. Is what we are. Ooh, effortless art. Wait, we can get effortless arbor through the paladin. Through the paladin spell list, right? See. Target receives +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear and death effects. At any time while the spell is in effect, the target can choose to end the spell as a swift action for a burst of healing energy. Target loses saving throw bonus, but is healed 1d8 points +1 per caster level, maximum +10. So yeah, we are Aeon Divine what was it, Divine Protector or whatever. So these two we get from the Paladin spell list. Ow! Fucking Jesus Christ, cat! My cat just decided to fall off of my leg and slash the ever-living shit out of it on the way down. Ow! Fuck! What would be good for him? Because like none of these. I mean, I get. Well, I actually thematically delay poison works really well here, right? Because he goes and he helps Aragorn find Kingsfoil to delay the Morgul blade poisoning. So delay poison makes total sense. You are in a very weird spot. Actually, I need you to scooch because you unplugged something that I need to be charged before I go to work tonight. I forgot to charge my headphones before I went to bed this morning, so I need to make sure that they're plugged in and charged before I go into work. All right, but yeah. Also, hi Igor, how you doing? Hi again. You just cut the ever-living fuck out of me. What makes you think I want to hang out with you? Come on, you spoiled brat. So yeah, delay poison. I think we're just gonna do delay poison and effortless. I think it's fine. Like, we're not gonna be wearing like super heavy armor. Actually, I don't think that we're gonna be wearing anything over light armor. Period. Could you like stop with all of the things that you're doing with your fucking claws in my lap? Came incredibly close to. Well, yeah. All right, we're gonna go up to level 14 now. All right. Do we just continue with charisma? I think so. Oh, we're gonna get a shit ton of skill rank. Oh, actually, we're gonna be able to max out lore nature once we hit 20, right? Because intelligence was our only odd number when we got started with this. So we have fatigued, shaken, confused. We need exhausted. I didn't realize that we didn't have exhausted yet. All right. We could grab selective channel at this point. Plus 4 dodge bonus to AC against area attacks of opportunity caused when you move out of or within a threatened area. A condition that makes you lose your dex bonus to AC also makes you lose dodge bonuses. Oh, we don't have double slice yet. We definitely need to have double slice though. Oh, we don't have outflank yet. Never mind. Never mind. I figured out what we're doing. I think at this point, combat reflexes. What are my saves? My saves are pretty good. My saves are pretty good, right? All right, level 14. Oh, you just get nothing. Paladin gets literally, well, he gets no choices. He actually gets two very good things. Wait. Paladin's weapons are treated as good aligned for the purpose of overcoming DR. Any attack made against an enemy within 10 feet of her is treated as good aligned for the purpose of overcoming DR. Ability functions only while the paladin is conscious. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Okay. Now we get our next mythic rank. 5. Do we finally get Abundant Smite? I think that this is when I said that I was going to grab Abundant Smite. But do I want Enduring Spells? Enduring Spells, though? Actually, before I do that, let me actually take a look at... Oh, I don't get the fucking Paladin spells! Oh, shit. Okay, so I don't get Paladin spells. I did not realize that that was something that this archetype didn't do.
Okay, well then. I'm really glad I grabbed effortless armor then. Oh shit. Okay. Well then. Let's see. We got 1 minute per level. We got 1 round per level. We got 1 round, and we got 1 minute. More uniform full BAB attacks made by the target get a -2 penalty, but all attacks with BAB -10 or worse get a +5 on attack rolls. Effect lasts for 10 minutes per cast. Oh shit. Guys, we're gonna have multiple legends in this. We have multiple legends in this party that are gonna have like 8 iterative attacks, and we're gonna get 6 of them to have a +5 to attack if we were to use this spell. And because it's 10 minutes per caster level, if we have just enduring spells, not even greater, just enduring spells. Oh no, wait. Yeah, after level 6, which we're already a caster level 8. After caster level 6, enduring spells with this would get us to 24 hours. Oh my god. Wait. You dispel rage, fear, emotion, confusion, and morale effects, and give the target immunity to fear and emotion effects for 1 round per mythic ring. That's actually not that good, because that also gets rid of beneficial emotion effects, like morale boosts and stuff like that. So that's actually kind of bad. Swift action, make the enemy suffer from his actions every time. Is dealt 1d6 plus half caster level damage. So that's 1d6 plus 4 right now. Every time the target casts a spell or spell-like ability, 2d6 plus caster, so 2d6 plus 4. Caster oh no, wait, plus caster level, so 2d6 plus 8. 1 round per 4 caster level. That's kind of garbage, right? Because right now that's literally only 2 rounds. It is a swift action, though. It is a swift action. Okay. That actually makes things slightly easier because I don't have to worry about the paladin spell list. But that does mean that we don't get the paladin spell list, which is actually... Paladin spell list is pretty good. It's got a lot of really good health buffs in there, so the fact that we don't have that is actually... kind of sucks a lot, actually. It kind of hurts a lot. If I get improved critical... We don't have double slice yet. We don't have double slice yet. I could grab trip. I'm not gonna lie, my eyes literally just crossed and I was looking at nothing for a second there. uh Man, it actually like really sucks that we don't have a easy way to pummeling style to make an entire full attack or flurry of blows against a single target. If you hit with any of your attacks, you attempt to trip combat maneuver check. Yeah, it really sucks that I don't have any like good ways to do tripping or anything like that. But also, tripping with this character would not make any sense because he doesn't like ever do that. What do we grab? We could get lunge, actually. Dazed, diseased, frightened. There we go. That's the one that we want.
And then stunned is the last one. Oh, okay. All right. Now I think we go up to 8. Oh shit. I was actually behind. Yeah, we're gonna go up to level 8, I think. I think at this point we get Abundant Smite. Oh yeah, I was doing this, and then I was like, oh man, let's go check a thing. Oh, suddenly there's a lot more stuff here. Normalize size. All of your allies become of medium size, lose all size penalties, but save all size bonuses. Except reach. Your enemies who fail their saving throw become of medium size, lose all size bonuses, but keep all size penalties. Oh. Interesting. Open Wrath and good God, I was lugging around like 4 million gold worth of loot. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I don't know. What the fuck? $98 plus 2 rings of protection being the... That's funny. What is this ability? Okay, so I think I understand this more. This does basically nothing for your party. This is more of a nerf to the enemy than it is a buff to your party, right? Because the way that this looks, hi kitten. All right, if you get a result equal to or less than 1 plus half your mythic rank, the result instead becomes 2 plus half your mythic rank. So if you're mythic 10, let's take this at the top, right? If you are mythic 10, this means that if you roll a 6 or lower, you then get a 7. So my question is, this has to be the full roll, right? This has to be the full roll, including bonuses. The reason I say that is because this says if it gets a 21 or higher, which you can't do with a D20 roll, right? So this means that if you have such shit bonuses on whatever you're rolling, that you can somehow get a 6 when you are mythic rank 5. You gotta remember, this is mythic rank 5. This is the earliest that we can get this. So this is as you are going into the abyss. If there is something that your character is rolling and you can possibly get a 6 or less, it becomes a 7. That is useless. However, if the enemy fails their saving throw against this, which unfortunately it is a lower save than other abilities, it specifically says that it's 15 plus your mythic rank. So right now it would only be a will save of a 20. We're basically, ow, fucking hell. God damn it, cat. Hi, I love you. So if, ow, fucking claws in my fucking shoulder. God damn it. I'm fine. I need you to stop trying to cut me in half. Thank you, kitten. Hi. Haha. I stole a kiss. So yeah, the big thing is the 21 down to 20 plus half your mythic, or minus half your mythic rank. So if we're going at
if we're going for fucking Mythic 10, right? We're going for Mythic 10. So that would mean that you have, if their roll is 16 or better, they then get a roll that is 15. Yeah, because that gets a result higher than. It's not that the dice roll says this, right? So, okay. Basically, every attack roll, every, saving throw, all of them are going to get nerfed on your enemies due to this, especially on higher difficulties, right? However, they're never going to fail this saving throw unless they get a nat 1, right? The highest that this gets is a 25. Nobody's failing this saving throw. And there's no way to boost it. So, like, this seems insanely good. Well, actually, this first sentence is trash. It's absolutely fucking useless. This second part is fucking broken. But this third part makes it all useless. So this is bad. This is entirely bad. How fucking... Get your claws out of my shoulder, goddammit! You notice how I do that, and then he immediately does it again. Get your claws out of my shoulder. Fucking... Okay, I need you to get down. Every single time I pulled his claws out of my fucking flesh, he put them back in. Alright. Sorry. Love that cat, but fucking hell. Needs to calm down. Primordial magic damage. All the spells your allies cast deal bonus damage equal to your mythic rank to all targets. All the spells cast by enemies who fail their saving throw suffer the same penalty. Wait, what? So it means that they deal less damage equal to your mythic rank. That's a bad wording for that. All the spells cast by enemies who failed their saving throw suffer the same penalty. See, the thing is that, okay, this is, again, I'm gonna nitpick. All the spells your allies cast deal bonus damage equal to your mythic rank to all targets. That is a bonus, right? All the spells cast by enemies who fail their saving throw suffer the same penalty. There is no penalty here. So you can't suffer the same penalty because there is no other penalty. Now, if you were to say, suffer a penalty equal to the bonus, I mean, like, hell, just say, suffer a penalty equal to your mythic rank. Right? Like, just basically... I mean, I get that you're trying to minimize the wall of text here because this is a lot of text for this ability, but this is not a good way to word it. You grant your allies the ability to cast a second spell per round as a move action as long as both spells only affect you or your allies. Anytime an enemy casts a spell that affects another enemy, its casting time increases to a full round action. How many times do enemies cast a spell that affects another enemy? So this second one, Enforcing Gaze, the magic support one, that's kind of useless. Well, the enemy aspect is kind of useless because I don't think they... Well, I guess prayer would count, right? Prayer would count. And they do cast prayer a decent amount, if I remember correctly. So making prayer a full round action would actually be kind of funny. All the healing spells your allies can restore 2 point. All the healing spells your allies cast. Okay, I was reading it wrong. I was thinking all the healing spells your allies can restore 2 more points of damage. Okay. All the ones that cast restore 2 more points of damage per your mythic rank to all its targets. All spells cast by enemies who fail their saving throws suffer the same penalty. Again, I don't think that they heal that often. I'm sure that there's a couple of them that will like cast heal on themselves, but that doesn't really do that much, right? Like right now, we would only be reducing that healing aspect by 10. I don't think that they like use cure moderate wounds or anything like that very often. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played the game itself, but I don't think that that's also. So these second two are basically only good for the stuff that you guys are doing. Not so much as a way to deal with the enemy's abilities. Okay. What is this? So this is bad. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Just cast True Sight, Communal, or See Invisibility, Communal, or any of those, and this is unnecessary. Save DC, we've already seen this. Grant your allied summoned units bonus to strength Dexicon equal to half your mythic rank enemy summoned units. What's that? Yeah. Is this all summon units or just ones that you summon? I'm assuming it's all summoned units. So like if you were to cast Animate Dead on something or at some point that they would get the bonus, right? It's so weird that like I don't like this one because who's summoning in the middle of a fight? How often do you summon in the middle of a fight? I don't know about y'all, but when I summon people, it is before I begin the combat. I don't do it after because I should probably be doing something that's more active in the fight instead of something that may or may not cause a change a round from now, right? I think normalized size is actually like really good. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever from a lore standpoint or like a role like a accurate to the movie standpoint, right? Because the hobbits never become normal sized. But we have a dwarf and 4 hobbits in our party. So if we do this, oh, excuse me, we'd be losing our penalties. We would be gaining higher damage die on our weapons, which isn't that big of a deal. It goes from like 1d4 to 1d6. That's not a big deal. I don't actually know. I don't know. I don't know how to. It's like my brain is like, no, you gained this and this and this and this, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. I think I'm confusing reduce person the spell with just having your character be a small character. Because with reduced person, you get a minus to strength and plus to dex and yada yada. So, but I don't think that that doesn't have anything to do with your natural character size. However, if I were to reduce, holy shit, if I were to cast reduced person on one of the hobbits and then use this, they would be a normal sized character. It's not actually that big of a deal. I just really like the thought that they have a +8 to stealth because they're a tiny creature, but they're actually medium. I just find that really funny. Um,
is this worth it? I don't know. Like, this is interesting. This is an interesting ability. Like, that's the thing. All of these are interesting abilities. The ones that just got added in at level 5. They're all very interesting abilities, but they're not good, I don't think. I don't think that they're good. Oh, this is useless, isn't it? This is absolutely useless, isn't it? Because most of the enemies that we're fighting are chaotic. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that their weapons are chaotic. But... actually, I don't know. Would their weapons be considered chaotic to get over this? I don't think so. I'm actually really curious if that would actually work. Like, would I actually have DR10, which is decent at this point? Or would I have that in a technical sense, but then it doesn't actually matter because everybody just gets over it because they're all chaotic evil? Oh, what is this? Grant your allies immediate non-instant area effects from you and your allies' spells and abilities, so no more fireball damage. Allies who enter a non-instant area effect from an enemy spell or ability automatically try to dispel it, but make a dispel check. Oh shit. 1d20 plus half your character level plus your mythic rank. So you could have a 1d20 plus 20. Your max level and max mythic, but you're not gonna be. Oh, so with the ability to last till the combat ends, at which point all the bonuses immediately disappear. So this gives you selective spell on your entire party, while also giving you an ability to immediately dispel lingering spell of... ooh, actually... this could be good. This could be really... okay, wait. Here's a question. Oh, wait, it's non-instant area effects. It's non-instant area effects. So it's not fireball. It's things like pit or like acid fog or any of those. Cloud kill, right? All of those we would be immune to. But would this allow me to dispel things like traps that get triggered? I'm thinking of like the blade barrier traps in the tower in Illusionira, where you go up to find the storyteller. I think that this is still going to be good because dretches are dropping sickening clouds all the time, so you could just get free dispel effects or attempts on them, right? But again, then again, this is rank 5, so we're gonna have negate or delay poison communal, aren't we? I'm gonna grab it. I think area effects is really fun. I think this is the only like interesting one out of all of the new ones. Well, no, I'm sorry, not the interesting. I think that this is the best one out of all the new ones. What's hit points? Twice your mythic rank. Enemies who failed their saving throws suffer 1d6 damage per 3 mythic ranks each time they hit any target with one of their attacks. Temporary hit points equal to twice your mythic rank, so it's only 10 hit points right now. That's actually shit. That is actually terrible. Holy fuck, that's bad. Like, the recoil damage is... I think even that's bad. I think even that's bad, because it's 1d6 per 3 mythic ranks. Oh, man, by the time you get to mythic rank 9, you're going to be doing a potential 24 damage to them. Oh, man. That's so good. Like DR is just objectively better, right? Will I ignore the amount of hit points? So like the DR is equal to the amount of hit points that you get. So the amount of temporary hit points that you get is equal to the damage reduction that you get. That's insane. That is ridiculous. This one is trash. I'm gonna take area effects because it's fun. I do think that I grab remove fear here. Maybe I grab see invisibility. Yeah. Fuck it. It's a will save. Do we have access to resist energy communal? That's actually a really good question. I don't know if we do. I don't know if we have access to resist energy communal right now. Although Aragorn is going to be a lich, so we are going to have another spell pool there. Right, like this is the thing that this is the thing that we need to think about. Like the one Aeon spell that makes all your ability scores the same as your highest. Holy shit. Wait, is that this one? No. That's kind of busted. Holy shit. Area of starlight around yourself. All invisibility effects on enemies in the area are suppressed, and attacks against your allies in the area suffer a 20% mischance. Or the enemies stop all resistance. If the target fails a will saving throw, it becomes dazed for 1 round per caster level. Holy shit. That's a swift action. That's kind of busted. That is kind of busted. I think I want to grab Delay Poison and Archon's Aura. Right? Yeah, getting a like even if we get it on 0 state. Yeah, I have liked a lot of the Archon spells so far. I think I'm gonna get up to level 7. I think that's what we get. Oh my god, we spent so much time on that one mythic level. All right, I think we're doing this now. Oh my god, this again. This again. I think we take DR at this point. That's a DR 12. It is chaotic, but like I said, I don't think that a lot of the enemies actually have chaotic to their attacks. Like, just because they're a chaotic enemy doesn't mean that they get a chaotic aspect to their attacks, right? Just because I am a good character doesn't mean that all of my attacks are considered good for the purposes of overcoming DR. That's why there's specific like enchantments to do that, like holy, or the paladin ability that grants everybody the ability to do that. So I think that this is better than I was expecting it to be. And I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping that this is better than I originally expected. Because I don't really like a lot of the rest of these. A lot of the rest of these are kind of meh at best. We're not summoning a whole lot of people, so this one's not great. Relativity of space is pretty useless. Right? So here, you know what you do? You cast. This is what you do. You cast displacement. And then the first sentence of this is irrelevant. You know what you do next? You cast True Seeing Communal. And the second effect of this is entirely negated. There you go. We did it. We figured it out. Primordial magic. We don't have a whole lot of magic casters here, so I don't think that primordial magic is that good. And even if we did, I still don't think it's that great. I mean, casting a second spell is a move action. Only as long as both... Oh, as long as both spells only affect you or your allies. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. That's trash. I thought that maybe you could cast, like, one support spell and one offensive spell. No. No, that's trash. Unless you're casting, like... Well, no, because it's only affect you or your allies. I was going to say, maybe if you cast, like, Mass Heal, you could double cast it, kill a whole bunch of undead. But no, not really. Power of Law, we've already talked about that. Normalized Size. I think that this is the most interesting one, but I think DR is the best. Fuck it. Fuck it. I think we're gonna grab Resist Energy Communal at this point. Right? I think that this is fine. And then I think... Death Ward is really good. And there's not really a... I don't really have a lot of ways to get it. Ugh. Oh, let's take a look at the, what do we got? Uncertainty Principle. For 1 round per caster level, you gain 50 mischance. I'm assuming that's 50% mischance. Additionally, while the spell is in effect, you can teleport to any point in close range as a swift action. So you give up... So you give yourself a blind... Basically, right? You blind yourself to be able to teleport it once per round as a swift action. If you're like a full healer or a full support character, this could be actually incredibly good. Well, actually, wait. We're already probably going to be missing a lot with this character. Huh. That's a really interesting one. Actually, like at first I was like, this is trash. But now that I'm thinking about it, if you're not an offensive person, like if you're not a ray caster or a ranged if you're not a physical if you're not a physical damage dealer or a ray caster, Uncertainty Principle is actually pretty busted, right? Because you don't care about the 50% mischance because you're not going to be doing things that require attack rolls. So you just get the ability to teleport as a swift action every round. That's kind of bonkers. You dispel petrification and enemy transmutation spells and effects from the target. One friendly creature within close range. Okay. This could be useful for things like Baleful Polymorph. We've talked about that a little bit earlier. As a swift action, you may commit the target roll 11 on all d20 rolls for the number of rounds equal to your caster level divided by 4. Why divided by 4? Okay, fine. It's fine. With the perfect prediction, a creature can foresee an attack before it happens. The effect grants a +2 inside bonus to the creature's AC. This bonus increases by 1 for every 6 caster. Interesting. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if you have perfect prediction and you are only get like what 6 casters, so you're getting a +5 insight bonus max. I feel like if you could perfectly predict how somebody's going to attack, you should just be guaranteed to dodge it. I don't know. If you have perfect prediction, why are you not able to dodge it? It should just be a thing that is guaranteed. Do we just grab protection from energy communal? Did we just grab this? Is this just the thing that we do? What's divine power? What do you do? +1 luck bonus, attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, strength checks, strength-based skill checks. Whenever you make a full attack, you can make an additional attack, plus any appropriate modifiers. Not cumulative with haste and stuff. Okay. So still incredibly useful, right? Incredibly useful. We're taking it. Alright, this is the last of these. Hey, Bovin! What's up? Unless you predicted your prediction. That's fair. That's fair. I think at this point we get enduring spells, and then we get greater enduring spells at level 9. Because there's a lot of really, really good, there's a lot of really, really good fucking buff spells that we're getting from these. I think I'm just gonna grab normalized size. I think this one's really fun. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I think it's really fun. So we're gonna grab it. Especially with the, like I said, the 5 small characters in the party. I feel like that's really interesting to be able to have that. Did we just grab healing? What do you do here? Tiny Discari? That's true, yeah. If you can get him to fail the will save, which is not likely, right? You're not going to get a boss to fail that will save. Unless they just get the nat 1 save, right? That would actually be pretty funny. You just get the nat 1 save and Discari's just the same size as you are, and he's like, oh, fuck me. Alright, healing. Grab from here. I don't know if we grab protection from arrows. I don't know. 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 How often are we being shot? How often are people shooting at us? I can't remember. It's been too damn long since I've played this game. I can't remember how often you deal with archers. Because like a lot of the demons just fucking run in and start beating your face in. Not like there's not really a lot of ranged demons, and when they are, it's usually spells. It's not usually arrows, right? I'm just losing my mind. I could just be losing my mind, but I don't know. I don't think protection from arrows communal is that great anyway. Um, Maybe we just grab dispel magic. I like dispel magic. Fuck it, we're gonna grab dispel magic. Wait. Try to dispel every effect from every creature in 30-foot radius, gaining +10 in the cast level check to dispel. Jesus. Functions like command, except effects with multiple enemies, don't care. Suppress any negative mental or physical effects on the target for 1 round per 5 caster levels. Okay. Create a raging supernova for the number of rounds equal to your caster level. Each affected target must succeed a fort save or become blinded for caster level rounds. Each round, all targets in the area are dealt 2d6 plus caster level fire and divine damage. I actually don't like that. Zero state is interesting, but none of the others are that great. I'm not a huge fan of those. Protection from energy communal, because it's really fucking good. Automatically detect and locate conscious creature within 60 feet as if he presents the blindside ability. Spell resistance. That's not bad. And we do already have a way to boost our spell resistance, right? We took one of the abilities. Oh, wait. Wasn't there one that was like spell resistance? I guess not. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just wrong. Okay. What do we grab here? What spells do we grab here? What's Pillar of Life? What do you do? Conjure a pillar of positive energy in a single 5-foot area within range of... Jason the pillar could spend a standard action to touch it. Heal 2d8 plus 1 point per cast level. Gross. Creature can benefit or suffer more than once from a single casting of this spell. So this is like really bad, right? I think this is like really bad. All right, so we're gonna grab Breath of Life because Resurrection is really useful. And allies in the area of the spell at the time of casting gain a +1 sacred bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects, +1 temporary hit point per caster. It's just a +1. It doesn't scale. That actually kind of sucks. No, I don't like Burst of Glory. I don't like it. We're gonna grab spell resistance. I think that's better. All right, going back to leveling. Going back to leveling. We're almost there, which is good because we're kind of running out of time as well. Do I grab armor focus light armor? Do I grab light armor focus? I keep forgetting to grab that. We have lunge available as well and improved initiative, but well, actually no, improved initiative would actually be really good here, right? There was something that gave us we get a nat 20 on our initiative rolls. Maybe it's an Aeon thing. Oh yeah, it was the Aeon thing. So when we get to level 10 mythic, we do get a guaranteed nat 20 on addition on fucking hell initiative rolls. But I do think that light armor focus is better for now because that gives us access to the light armor. Oh, that was it. That was the that was the thing, right? Armor focus mythic. Wait. Yeah, that was trash. Yeah. Okay, spell resistance equal to your armor's AC. The spell resistance stacks with other sources of spell resistance. So, if we have spell resistance, right? Once we get to rank 10, we should have a 20 caster level. So that's 12 plus 20, so that's 32. And then if we have this, and we have some kind of light armor, I can't remember what fucking I just had armor on, right? Pathfinder. Fuck it, shields. Okay, so if we have like a chain shirt, or we'll say studded leather, right? Well, do we have studded leather here? Hide shirts exist though. So if we have a hide shirt, that's a +3. If we have that +5, then that is a +8. So that gets us to a, was that 32? That gets us to a 40 spell resistance. That's pretty decent. And that's if we don't do a chain shirt, which gets us to a 41, right? Any equipped armor bonus on attack and damage rolls with this weapon equal to have your armor's AC. Oh. That right there might... That right there might do it. Can you take multiples of these, or are they mutually exclusive? I don't think that these are mutually exclusive. I think I remember somebody telling me that before. I think we grabbed this one. Right? Especially this late in the game, we're gonna have really good armor. So we're gonna have really good armor at this point, which means that we are going to be able to get a large chunk of damage, like the same bonus, right? 8 or 9. We're gonna have an 8 or a 9 bonus. At the very least, we'll have a 7, right? Because of leather armor. At the very least, we'll have a +7 leather armor. Or a piece of leather armor that gives us +7 to our AC. So this is just a +7 to attack and damage, which is insane. Like, minimum. Right? +7 to +9 to attack and damage. That's fucking bonkers. Okay, so we do have at least one more. It looks like, yeah. So temporal jump looks like it's the only new one. Let's see what we got. Once per round, after an ally misses an attack, they reroll it and keep the better result. Once per round, after an enemy has failed a saving throw, makes an attack and hits, reroll this attack and keep the worst result. Oh, that's kind of huge. This is actually the first one where I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is just fucking incredible. Rerolls, especially rerolls that take the better result, are insanely powerful. Yeah, we're taking temporal jump. What do we get here? Oh, wait. Let me actually look at these. Because I was actually not looking at these blessings at first, because I was like, oh yeah, we have the fucking the paladin spellbook, and these are definitely in that. Favorite blessing of halfling clerics, split morale bonus and saving throws against fear effects. If the target fails a saving throw against fear, no. That's bad. Provide long-lasting stagger to a wounded creature for as long as this effect lasts. Target receives +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear and death. Okay, that's fine. We can grab this. Excuse me. We can grab this. None of the rest of these spells are really that great, so we're just gonna do that. Maybe we do grab protection from arrows communal. Because, like, I don't know how often we're going to be using it, but even if we don't use it, we have other things that we can cast here. And if we do run into a place where, like, we're having really big trouble because of archers or something like that, this might be the thing that makes or breaks it. So, yeah, we can grab that. Restoration? Freedom of movement? So this would be like cultists, right? I would love that if they had put in like flavor language for this spell, where like when you cast on somebody, they actually start confessing their sins. And it's just like a randomly generated sin list. You get to like Discari and you cast this on it and he rolls a nat 1 and he goes in. He's like, oh man, when I was a child, I threw an apple at my grandma's head. 17,000 years later, he gets to the end of all of his sins. That'd be really fun. I feel like that'd be a really fun thing to put in. Especially since Owlcat is like talking about putting in a lot more voice lines in their work. Putting in voice lines for this spell would be fucking great. But is it something that we want to grab? No, not really. Restoration is really good in these games. There's a lot of stat damage, a lot of stat drain in these games, if I remember correctly. And I'm sure that there's even more in I'm sure there's even more in fucking unfair. Right. Wait. Ends any and all of the following adverse conditions affecting you: ability damage, blinded, confused, dazzled, diseased, poisoned, and sickened. Oh, it's personal. It's personal. Oh, that's unfortunate. We need this on a alchemist. Get that infusion going, huh? I actually don't like basically any of those. I guess we could take this. Because like we are not immune to ability damage, so we could get that and then we could just cast this and just be done with it. Not have to worry about it. Oh. If only I wasn't already a full BAB character. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. Zone of predetermination. Create a zone where every creature rolls an 11 on every d20 roll they make. Zone lasts for 1 round per 4. Interesting. Which target vulnerability to any physical damage for 1 round per 5 cast level. Ooh. At the targeted the shield of the law spell as well as resistance. When the spell is cast, let's cast Dictum on the same target. Creature fails its save. It's perilous. So this is ice. Is that? Oh fucking hell! Icy prison. 2d6 cold damage and 2d6 divine each round. It is paralyzed or entangled in the ice. Creature can break the ice with a blah 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 blah. Okay, so the difference between this and icy prison is that this also does divine damage, as far as I can tell. Successful strength check each round after receiving the Hmm. Yeah. Yep. I think that's what we're doing here. And then, oh yeah, we're getting greater enduring spells here. Do we finally get Energy Shield? Energy Shield is actually pretty decent here. There is a lot of different types of energy damage in Threshold. And we are actually outpacing we have actually for a while now we have been this has scaled harder than protection from energy or resist energy, sorry. Yeah. So resist energy, so this just outpaces resist energy pretty hard. At this point, it's resisting 45 versus 30 from resist energy. So I think energy shield is the best one here. Again, if we could force attacks of opportunity, better if we had like a dog, animal companion. At the very least, if we had a dog, I would definitely take this. 100% I would take this if we had some way to consistently trip somebody, but we just don't. So we're going to grab Energy Shield. Because it's the only one that makes any sense. Alright. Do that. Like, just in case we don't have a +5 for whatever reason, like this actually allows us to use more varied armors. You know, like if an armor has only a +3 bonus, but it has a really good effect, we could use this now and equip that, while also not gimping our attack because of the because of this, right? Getting our armor bonus to attack and damage. So I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that a lot. I'm just gonna get cure critical. Fuck it. This one. I don't know. Disintegrate. Um, let's give Samwise Gamgee overwhelming presence. Cure moderate wounds, mass. I guess. I don't know. Okay, perfect form. You make your ally perfect in mental and physical aspects. If any of their ability score before modifiers is less than their highest, they gain a bonus up to that number for 1 round per caster level. So to actually grant all ability or allies in 30-foot radius the effects of the Edict of Perpetual Fortress and Edict of Perseverance abilities for 1 round. I don't know what those are. Thank you for not making them keywords so that I can't figure out what the fuck you're talking about. Extra-dimensional black hole for the number of rounds equal to your mythic rank. Any huge or smaller creature standing in 20-foot range of the place. Make a reflex saving throw. Safely jump to the nearest vacant space. Each affected creature must succeed on a fort save or become entirely disintegrated, leaving behind only a trace of fine dust. Jesus. Disintegrated creature's equipment is not affected unless it's a fort save. The affected creature is dealt 80 divine damage. Wow, I literally just dozed off for a second. I apologize. At this point, rank 9, at this point, banishment is basically useless, right? When the Griffin Rider Ranger this run for something new. How busted is having pounce plus AoE trip? AoE trip plus pounce as early as level 7. Yeah, that's a little fucking busted. That's a little busted, yeah. We could grab Restoration Greater. And Destruction. I need to wake up. I'm so tired. I still have to go to work. Oh my god, I have to go. All right, we're just gonna get the last one. We're just gonna. Okay, we can. So we can do this. If there's not anything else, I think that's exactly what we do. I don't think anything else here makes as much sense to me as this. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Would you like to use a mythic feat to give yourself displacement? What's Sam? He's a hobbit. He's the Divine Protector Paladin. And also Aeon. Yeah, hello, Philemon. How you doing? I'm very sleepy. Samwise the Brave. Yeah, I think that one makes the most sense. All right, so what do we grab here? What is our last thing? You know what? Fuck it. Attacks of opportunity. I don't know. Burst of Glory. Laid out 6 hours ago, no sleep. Oh, that sucks. I feel that in my bones right now. Hope I can sleep soon. I hope you get to sleep soon too. Walk through space. Well, you can teleport 30 feet as a move action. And this movement in an unoccupied space so you can stand within line of sight. That you can stand on within line of sight. Alternatively, you can spend a move action to teleport to a standing position from prone. Teleporting does not protect attacks. Or yeah, that's fine. We did it. Now we just have to get the last 2 levels. The last one, the last mercy that we agreed on at level what 3 is stunned. Still don't have lunge.
He doesn't really lunge that much in the movies though, so I don't think that lunge really works here. Do we grab Meta Magic Extend spell? If we get Meta Magic Extend spell as our level 19 feat. Frodo's so light, Sam only needs 10 strength to carry him. Just noticed, that's funny. If we get if we get Meta Magic Extend, then that means that we can possibly, if we can get enough boosts to our caster level, get our rounds per level spell up to 24 hours, which would be absolutely busted. Which I think that we definitely can, even without any other feats for it. All right, there we go. And then there, and... there it is. There's Samwise the Brave. Yeah, so level 20... so 20 caster level. 20 caster level. Okay, so yeah. Ways to boost caster level. Go away. Librarian Cloak. Wrath of the Righteous. What does this do? Oh, cast level by 4 when using scrolls. Gross. What are they mostly transmutation? Like perfect form is transmutation. Abjuration. 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 Transmutation. No, it looks like most of them are abjuration, it looks like, not transmutation. Yeah, almost all of them. Abjuration. Divination. Conjuration. Transmutation. Enchantment. Evocation. Abjuration. I thought only Angel Lich can make 24-hour rounds. It doesn't look that way. Here, let me... that's an Arcanist thing. Casting transmutation spells. So school mastery. Aeon can too. I'm sure it can. It is. I do need to go. Which is like really unfortunate because I need a nap. Yeah, all of these are from 3 fucking years ago too. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I do need to go. I need to go. These emotes are ugly. Look, if I could get to 500 subs on the YouTubes. By the way, I'm trying to get to 500 subs on the YouTubes. I can get my own emotes over here. But yeah, so okay, so yeah, Tuesday. What we're gonna be doing for the next week. Next Tuesday, we're gonna be doing Zubat. Zubat solo run. Next Wednesday, we're doing Executor. That's right, that's what it was. We rolled that yesterday because I forgot. Well, I didn't get a chance to on Wednesday this past week. So Zubat tomorrow, Executor on Wednesday. Thursday I'm off. Friday we're doing another attempt at the speed run. And then Saturday of next week, we're doing Aragorn. We're doing the man, the myth, the legend. Aragorn himself is going to be built on this stream 1 week from today. So yeah, that's the plan for the next week here. Yeah, I mentioned it real quick, but if you haven't done so and you're over on the YouTube side, we are trying to get to that 400 point. We need 22 more subs to cause me a whole lot of pain by forcing me into my first ever Nuzlocke. If you don't know what the Nuzlocke is, it is basically Pokemon with permadeath. Your Pokemon hits 0 health, it's dead and you can never use it again. If all of your Pokemon hit 0 health in your party, you restart from the beginning. So yeah, I'll be doing that once I hit 400 subs. And yeah, the eventual goal is to hit 500 so that I can get, you know, channel memberships and all that stuff unlocked, and so that I can start getting emotes over on the YouTubes. So that's like the medium range goal on the YouTube channel, is to get to 500. But right now, we're just trying to hit 400 to get that Nuzlocke pain going. But speaking of pain, I now have to go to work. So thank you all for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.